Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The Honda Odyssey, models from 2011 to 2017, may display the Diagnostic Trouble Code DTC P0962. This code specifically indicates a problem with the AT clutch pressure control solenoid valve A circuit. The AT stands for automatic transmission, and the solenoid plays a crucial role in regulating the hydraulic pressure within the transmission. A faulty solenoid can hinder the vehicle's ability to shift gears smoothly, particularly failing to engage 2 and 5th gear due to a fail-safe function embedded in the vehicle's system. This DTC does not arise from mechanical transmission issues, but is strictly electrical in nature. Before troubleshooting, it is essential to gather any freeze-frame data and onboard snapshots using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, for a comprehensive overview of the issue at hand. The AT clutch pressure control solenoid, which is specifically associated with DTC P0962, plays a vital role in the automatic transmission system of the Honda Odyssey. This component regulates hydraulic pressure necessary for clutch engagement. Specifically, it impacts how smoothly the vehicle transitions between gears, making it critical for optimal vehicle performance. The solenoid is typically located within the transmission assembly, and any electrical issues surrounding its circuit can lead to problems such as failure to shift into specified gears, primarily 2nd and 5th. It is crucial to remember that this DTC is indicative of an electrical circuit issue rather than a mechanical fault in the transmission. Therefore, effective troubleshooting focuses on the electrical connections and wiring to ensure proper functionality. Several potential causes can lead to the appearance of DTC P0962, starting with a general electrical circuit malfunction. This failure can stem from a range of issues, including damaged wiring or connectors, leading to the AT clutch pressure control solenoid. Additionally, a blown fuse, specifically number B5, which is a 7.5A fuse located in the underhood fuse/relay box, could disrupt the circuit and lead to this DTC. Poor connections and loose terminals between the solenoid and the powertrain control module, or PCM, are also significant culprits, which can create intermittent failures. Lastly, the presence of an open circuit in the wiring connecting the PCM to the solenoid can affect voltage supply, leading to malfunctions. Each of these issues requires careful inspection to identify and rectify the electrical problems effectively. When DTC P0962 is active, several symptoms may manifest, the most notable being a failure to shift gears. Specifically, the vehicle may not engage 2nd or 5th gear due to the fail-safe function designed to protect the transmission. This means that even under normal driving conditions, the transmission may become stuck in a specific gear, limiting the vehicle's performance and potentially leading to further complications. Additionally, you may notice warning lights illuminating on the dashboard, indicating an issue with the transmission system. These visual cues serve as critical indicators of the underlying problem, requiring prompt attention. Lastly, you may find that the transmission becomes unresponsive to shifts, reflecting a failure in the control system potentially linked to the AT clutch pressure control solenoid circuit. The initial troubleshooting step for DTC P0962 involves turning the ignition switch to the on position. This action powers the vehicle's electrical system without starting the engine, allowing the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to be utilized effectively. Once the ignition is on, the next step is to clear the diagnostic trouble code from the system using the HDS. Clearing the DTC gives a fresh start in diagnosing the current state of the vehicle. After clearing, it is essential to check for any pending or confirmed DTCs. By reviewing these details, you can understand if DTC P0962 reappears, signifying that the problem persists. If the code is indicated again, you will need to proceed to the next troubleshooting steps. Should the code not appear, it may suggest an intermittent failure or momentary glitch within the system that could require checking for poor connections or loose terminals. Following the initial step, you will turn the ignition switch to the lock position to ensure that the vehicle's electrical system is completely powered down. This action is crucial before handling any electrical components to ensure safety during the inspection. The next step involves checking the condition of fuse number B5, which is a 7.5 amp fuse located in the underhood fuse relay box. It's essential to visually inspect the fuse for any signs of damage or if the wire inside has blown. A blown fuse could indicate a short in the circuit that potentially caused the DTC P0962. If the fuse is intact and not blown, you will then move on to the subsequent troubleshooting steps. Should the fuse be blown, the next course of action will be to repair any shorts to body ground in the wiring between the powertrain control module connector terminal A1 and the underhood fuse relay box. For the third troubleshooting step, you will need to jump the SCS service check signal line using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. This prepares the system for further testing and allows for clear diagnostic readings. Following this, disconnect PCM connector A, which contains 49 pins. This action is essential because it allows you to directly access and measure voltages related to the AT clutch pressure control solenoid. After that, turn the ignition switch back to the on position to power up the vehicle's electronic systems without starting the engine. This step is critical as it enables you to proceed with measuring the voltage between specific PCM terminals and the body ground, which will help determine if there is a power issue impacting the solenoid's operation. This component is vital in diagnosing further electrical integrity in the circuit. In this step, you will measure the voltage between PCM connector terminal A1 and the body ground. This measurement is crucial as it can indicate whether battery voltage is present at the terminal. The presence of battery voltage confirms that the circuit leading to the AT clutch pressure control solenoid is intact up to that point. If you find that there is appropriate voltage, it further suggests that the issue may not lie within that specific circuit, allowing you to continue debugging the system based on other possible causes. Conversely, if no voltage is detected, this points to an open circuit issue, which means that somewhere between the powertrain control module and the underhood fuse relay box, there is likely a break in the wiring that needs to be repaired. This careful measurement process is key in determining whether further intervention or repairs are necessary. After completing repairs prompted by the troubleshooting steps for DTC P0962, it is important to conduct a final verification. Begin by clearing the DTC from the vehicle's memory using the HDS. This step ensures that previous fault codes do not influence future diagnostics. Once the DTC is cleared, perform a test drive of the Honda Odyssey. This drive should include various driving conditions to adequately monitor the vehicle's behavior and check for the proper engagement of all gears, especially second and fifth. After the test drive, keep an eye on the dashboard for any warning lights or symptoms that could suggest the issue has not been completely resolved. Monitoring the vehicle closely after repairs will confirm whether the problem has been adequately addressed and that the transmission is operating as intended. To prevent DTC P0962 from reoccurring, regular preventive maintenance is essential. Routine checks of the electrical system can help identify potential issues before they manifest as DTCs. It's vital to regularly inspect the wiring integrity associated with the AT clutch pressure control solenoid and the connections to the powertrain control module, PCM. Also, ensure that all connections are tight and free from corrosion, which can lead to poor electrical continuity. Furthermore, periodic examination of fuses, particularly fuse number B5, should be included in your routine checkups. By implementing these preventive maintenance strategies, you can help ensure the longevity and reliability of the transmission system in your Honda Odyssey. In summary, DTC P0962 indicates a malfunction with the AT clutch pressure control solenoid valve A circuit in the Honda Odyssey models from 2011 to 2017. This diagnosis is centered around electrical issues, meaning mechanical problems can be ruled out. Proper troubleshooting involves checking connections, fuses, and circuit continuity to ensure the solenoid and related circuitry function correctly. Regular preventive maintenance is essential to avoid similar issues in the future, emphasizing the importance of inspecting wiring and electrical components. By following these troubleshooting steps, conducting necessary repairs, and ensuring consistent maintenance, you can maintain optimal transmission performance and longevity in your vehicle. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.